Hello crafty cuties and welcome back to Paper Terrace. If you're new, I'm Jessica, and today we are actually working on the last part 5 of this junk journal folio. I did not mean to make it come this long. What am I trying to say? I did not mean to have it be this long, this many steps, but it is what it is, and I'm excited to finish it up. Okay, so today we're going to be adding our charm. We're going to be adding, I think, like a traveler's notebook kind of system here, so I can include a journal and include this little autograph book. We're going to do it really, really simple. I'm not worried about it looking too perfect or anything. So let's go ahead and we'll start with putting on the charm ring. And so I like to use an awl. I did just remember though, this charm is very long. Is it going to, I'm going to need to make this at the very top, or let me grab it and make sure. Like I said, this charm is really long, and if I do put a charm ring, I think it's going to hang way too low, if that makes sense. I know you can't really see that. So I'm thinking maybe we should actually just put an eyelet at the center here and have it kind of go through the top. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. I love using these charm rings, but I don't want it to, you know, get wore out or anything like that. So let me see if I can find one of my big eyelets real quick here. All right, darn, so I do, but I only have a pink one, and that doesn't exactly, there's pink inside, but not on the outside. I don't think it's gonna matter because it's probably not gonna show, but I wonder what would happen if I like put it in ink. I probably need to use, I'd probably need to use a different kind of ink. I forget what the name is. But you know what? That's okay. We'll just do this for now. Now it's probably going to be so messy. What was I thinking, Jessica? Now, I think a lot of the steps in this portion of the video are going to be a little hard to see, but I still want to share them with you, so I'm just going to do my best. And let's see here. So I want to try and get as close to the top, but also centered as best I can. I think that's going to be okay. So I'm going to punch the hole. Okay. Lately, I know I've brought this up before, but sometimes this just doesn't go through some of the fabrics, but it's okay. Okay, then we'll put the eyelet. And yeah, the ink's coming off. I definitely needed to use, I just can't think of the name, but that's okay. It's really not going to show. Kind of stained it. And then we will go ahead and set this. This part always makes me nervous because I feel like you gotta like do it right. Okay. Okay, I think I did it right. So there we go. Okay, so then we can kind of test this out. I'll try to give you a better view in just a moment. This might be a little tricky to get on here. Let's see. Oh yeah, it'll definitely work, but you know what? I'm gonna wait till the end just because we'll have to take it off anyways to punch the other holes. Okay, so let's set the eyelet. Actually, we might need this to punch the rest of the holes. So let's figure out where we want to punch those holes. And I will just use a little pencil, and I like to just eyeball this, but let me put this here so there's no glare for you guys. So when you're doing these kind of holes for a traveler's notebook, you're going to want to do them as close to the ends if you want your journal to be as big as you can get it height-wise, if that makes sense, because you'll need to have the journal fit within those holes. But since I'm also using this, we will need to make sure that I'm not putting the holes like too far in. Okay, but that's fine because I want them to be pretty close to the edge anyway. So let's start up here. I'm just going to kind of like mark where I want them. I'm not going to do this perfect because it's not really going to work. It's not going to matter too much. Okay, and then we'll just come down here, and I'm just kind of eyeballing this, but I'll set my eyelet, or sorry, my crocodile. I can set it to a certain width, so that it goes in a certain amount of time. Okay, so I'm gonna just start by punching holes. I don't know if I'm gonna put eyelets. They're not really gonna show, and this is pretty thick, so it might just be more of a hassle. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do that. So I have my, I have this set, so I will do this same width over here, right about there. And I have some elastic that we will be placing through for the... Okay, so I have this still set. I haven't moved it, so it'll be just about the same. And then we'll come over here and do this side, and we should be good there. Let me see what it looks like on the outside to decide if I did want to add any eyelets. I mean, they do always look nice, but I don't know. Maybe we could just try one. Let me grab one of the black ones. Oh, I think I used the smaller hole. Which I do have some of those eyelets, I think. Maybe not. Well, let's see here. Yeah. Okay, let me work with this for a minute. So, sorry, blurry. I went ahead and actually punched the next bigger hole to see what an eyelet would look like, and I think it might actually work. If not, we'll just take it out. But I actually realize I do like the look of it. It does look pretty finished, I guess you could say. So let's see. I just can't tell if it's too thick to actually set. I think that worked, so we'll go with it. If not, it's going to be fine just to have regular holes, I think. Okay, so I'll just finish placing the eyelets, and then we can string our elastic for the little mini journal that we'll have in the center here that will be removable, so that's going to be real nice. I don't know where this string came from. Okay, I'm going to have to play around with this. I think I remember how to string this, so you can just use one string for 2 rows. So let's see here. I think we're going to go from... We're going to start on the outside in, I believe. Nope. Start from the inside to the outside. And then back in the next row over, I think. And then out the top hole here. And then back over to the side hole. Hopefully you can see this. String it in. Yeah, there we go. And then you'll tie this, and mine's way too big because I wasn't exactly sure what I was doing. So I'll just kind of adjust this, and then I can trim off a good amount here. And you obviously want to leave some space, but you really don't need a whole lot of space. So I'm gonna leave myself with a little extra room just to be safe, because then I can always trim it later. But I'll just cut kind of a double knot there. Trim that again. I'm leaving more than I need, but we can always trim that later. There we go. That is fun. And then let me just show you the example here. So for example, we'll have just a smaller kind of journal like this, and it will just slide under like this, and then it's, you know, adjustable and removable. And then this will just kind of fit in the center between these two pieces. So I'm excited for that. Now I will put together maybe just a simple journal right now to fit over. So I already had some leftover papers that I'm just gonna go ahead and make this, like I said, really, really simple, because I wanna decorate it later. And I think it'll just be, I mean, I can always add more later. So I might just fold some papers right now that I like and put them together. Like, I love this paper, but it printed the wrong way, so that's okay though. Yep, so we'll just put some together for now. A few different sizes. I'm not even going to sew this because I want to be able to kind of change it as I go. And I'm thinking that I may end up adding like some top pockets. So each page will be blank, but it will have like double-sided pages and be a top loading pocket. That's what I'm thinking. So I think for now I'm literally just going to keep these pages together along with this little envelope here in the center, which is something I would likely use. Maybe I'll also fold this little craft bag because I always like a spot to put things. Just something like this. Call that good for now. Move everything over, and then we can call this good. I think this is definitely done enough. so that I can be ready to work in it. Oh, I didn't think about the height. So that is what I was thinking is, see, this is the height of the journal, but because we have our eyelets down a little bit, we'll need to trim this down a little bit, which is totally fine. So I'll trim this down, get it in, and show you what it looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have all been waiting for. Okay, that was a little too much. We have got it going, guys. I'm ready to show you the final journal. So I got this charm on. I'm gonna have to work a little bit with the charm topper, but for now it's totally fine, and it's just the perfect size. So it's just beautiful. This is obviously not something I'm gonna put on here like while I'm journaling in it. It's gonna be for the final product. It will be just a beautiful piece to have out. Well, I'm gonna have it on my bookshelf at all times, but at Halloween time I'll probably put it out where we can see it. And the eyelets look real nice on the outside for the Traveler's Notebook insert. And then I just have this easy, breezy, beautiful cover lace. Okay, anyways, and then let's open it up, and you'll need to put the charm up on top like that. Let's see how this opens up. So that works pretty good. I wasn't too sure how everything would go, but everything kind of just floats over, and that's great. Shoot, should I just go ahead and give you a preview again? Let's do it. Okay, then this ties like that, and a few of these pieces kind of got bent, but that's okay. You have the top loading photo album there, then this flips up here, and you have a little side pocket up here for a little tag. You have, what else do we have? Blank space. We have our CD case flip here. And then you close that and it opens like this. Over here we have a waterfall. Over here we have that expandable pocket, which is nice because you have so much space. And then back here you have a really big top loading bag. So I think that's everything on this side. And then this just ties up. I can do that later though. And then for the removable pieces, you know, I'll have the autograph book here. We have, so off camera, obviously, just because I just put pages together, there's nothing going on. And maybe I'll just keep it like that until I actually work in it, which will be great for me. This, and then this can move over to the side like this. Then over here, we have this little piece. We have a pocket right here, one of those clear pockets. You open up here, you have a little side pocket. Over here we have 3 tiny little acetate pockets, great for ephemera and whatnot. And then we have this little policy envelope with a window that opens like this. And then untie here. And over here, see, I really can't remember. Nope, no pockets. Okay, so we have a lot of blank space. Perfect, perfect. I'll tie that all later. That closes up like that, right? Oh yeah, we have a little pocket right here too. And then this opens to the side. We have this little clear pocket, flips open to load something in there. And then over here we have just a little glassine envelope. Then you can open this up. And then this is what we just worked on. So down here, got this little pocket here. Over here, just a nice envelope, and this is all still drying, and so I'm actually going to need to go ahead and because I finished this book all at once here, I'm going to need to go ahead and put something heavy down just because this is getting pulled on a bit, but I think it's going to be totally fine. I know this glue is really strong, so I think it's going to be just fine once it all dries. It seems fine. I mean, it definitely is going to probably get quite bulky when I'm putting things in here, but honestly, even if this ended up like coming apart, I will figure something out. I think hot glue would also be good, but it, like this, all of these pieces, mechanisms and folds, they seem like they're very durable, and so yeah, I think it's all going to be totally fine. It's just this little flappy thing that I did it is a little bit small, but I think it's gonna work fine. I had so much fun making this with you guys, and I hope that you got a lot of ideas for your own folios. I just realized my charm fell off, so yeah, definitely can't work with the charm on, but that's totally fine. I wouldn't do that anyways. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.